Hello, it's day 6 of our advent calendar. So yesterday we got
Fishy.
a little fish. Do you like the fish?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, Bear's decided he wants to open the box again today. So, here goes. What will be behind door number 6? Now, what do you think goes with a fish?
Fish bowl.
A fish bowl. I don't think we've quite got a fish bowl. The doors are quite big enough for a fish bowl. So,
A little fish bowl.
a little fish bowl. Maybe. A teeny tiny one for the fish to keep their fish in, maybe.
Yeah.
You never know. We'll have a look and see what we find behind day number 6.
Which one is
Here's today's advent calendar. We're looking for door number 6. Where is it? There, he's already spotted it. Right, can you get into that one? Try not to wreck the whole thing today. We don't want sneaky peeks at day number 22.
Or 16.
Or 16. There we go. What is it?
I'm disappointed.
Oh! You're disappointed. It's Seaweed. Yeah, it's the same one. So he gets 2 in today's box.
Oh, it stick.
It did stick. And it's, to go with our fishes, we have
And then day number
some
7 is going to be fish bowl.
some
Or
little seaweed.
Wait, it's going to be a sea.
You think it might be the sea tomorrow?
Yeah, because it's seaweed.
We'll see. Right, so Bear's going to leave me again, and I'm going to do some crafting.
Yeah.
So a big thank you to Bear there, opening our advent calendar for us. So today we have got our fish and our seaweed to play with. Not a bowl, I'm afraid, but it is seaweed, and it is going to be very useful. So fish, seaweed. I've also pulled out these stamps from set 1, so I'm thinking this might make the base quite good for using for the base, you know, the ground. And I'm thinking we might use this one as well. I might even use a bit of Create. So I'm going to do a mishmash of the 2 stamp sets. Don't know why I didn't think of that yesterday, but there we go. So I'm going to start off. I need some sea again. I'm going to be very blue again this week, aren't we? So a bit of sea. So I'm loving my brush over my sea effect. Ooh, that might be a bit too much. So I'll just add a bit more. I'm going to give it a quick spritz. Again, I'm over watering because I'm actually going to take most of it away this time. I'm going to pop that on there. Whip that away so it gets a bit more. Again, so I just want to take a lot of this colour away. I don't want it overwhelming. Again and again there. Blot it away. There we go. Let's wipe my table and then we'll give this a quick dry with a heat gun. Right, so we've got our sea there. I'm going to grab my gamboge for the sandy, the bottom bit this time. So I'm just popping, you know, like the gravel at the bottom of a tank, or you know, bottom of the sea even. That's not going to help me. I was going for my heat gun. I need to spritz it first. Oh, that wasn't gamboge, that was sandstone. It's okay. Not the colour I was looking for, but it'll do. So I'm just going to dry that off. That's all nice and dry now. So I've popped my square stamp onto my stamp place from yesterday, from the other day, from day 3 I think that one was from. And I've got some fossilised amber. So we're just going to make a bit of texture at the bottom of this now, using there we go. I said it was going to be nothing much. Okay. She says, and then keep stamping a bit more. You know how it goes. Right, I'm not going to do any more. That is it. That's all I wanted to do with it. I know. And then I'm going to grab my numbers because I do like my number 1. Put that down on there. Yeah, it needs washing. I'm going to grab my numbers as well. And we're going to do this in the sea. So I want very pale blue. I think I'm actually going to go back in with, I'm going to grab my sea green brusho and just gently tap it on my desk because I want to stamp with it, and then water near it, so I can now pop this and make my own little ink pad. So I'm just going to stamp it, and then can you see I'm getting a clump of water, so I'm just moving away. There we go. And then randomly in the background, could do with moving my stamp as well because I can't get near that edge there. I'm going to come in here. Just keep stamping it around a little bit. Keep stamping it in the same place. That's not good. There you go. And you might have noticed I started to ignore the middle. Because I think I am going to cut out our fishy to go in the middle of this one today. So I need to clean this up. Yep, desk's all clean, so it's just, I need to get this dry now before we stamp on it again. Yep, that's all dry now. So the last thing I want to do on the back of my index card is, I'm just going to use our lovely little seaweed. I've got a yellow ink all over me, my stamping base. So just do a couple of bits of seaweed. Just going to ink this one up. And we're going to have one maybe down here. And then, oops. Let's grab our little seaweed. And we'll pop that down here in that corner. And I know I'm cheating. I'm cheating it, so I'm not stamping it over the top so I don't have to mask it, but I'm stamping it close enough so it looks a bit like a clump, actually. I'm just going to do one more here because I really don't like stamping in twos, so I'm going to have a third one with it. Like that. Right, and we also need to ground them because at the moment our little seaweeds are floating around in the tank. I know you do get floating seaweed, but mine is going to be grounded. Not because it's been naughty, just because I prefer it that way. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Maybe just do a few little like that. Right, I'm not going to faff too much. Famous last words for me, that, isn't it? And I'm not going to colour that in because we need to colour our seaweed in on our centre bit that's going to go in there. So let's see if I have got a scrap. I've just found this scrap paper big enough that'll hold our little fishy. See, perfect size, isn't it? That's what I love about having scraps on your table, because they just come in so handy, don't they? So we're going to start off with our little fishy, and I think he's going to be like that today. Not quite sure. We'll give him a quick stamp. Oh no, he's going to go that way. So he's like looking up, bright and cheerful, like he's trying to say hello. And he's talking to Mr. Seaweed that might have another fish stuck in it that's hiding. He's trying to talk the other fish out of the seaweed. There you go. He's having a story. I'll pop that one down there. Oops. I think that's okay, isn't it? I think so. I'm not going to do anything more to that, I don't think. Apart from dry it, and then we can start colouring it in, can't we? So let's get the heat gun. Right, so I've got my pens out again. I'm going to go with green first for our seaweed and get me seaweed sorted. And then I've pulled out, I think, what are going to be my fishy colours. My orange, my yellow and my red. I'm just going to start colouring. Right, so we're nearly done there. I've just pulled out my blue just to give us a few little bubbles or dots on our little fishy just like that. Let me just pop that there. So all I've done is I've found a piece of blue to go around the back of there, and I've got my gel roll, and I'm just going to do a quick little border around this one. Nothing too fancy. Again, I'm just leaving space so I don't have to go over the top of anything. I've just left space around my seaweed. I was going to put my date on there, never mind, we'll do that in a second. So I'm just going to glue this down. I'm just using glossy accents because my glue's a bit bunged up. I know I keep saying that, don't I? I will unbung it. I suppose I shouldn't have given it to Bear, that'd have kept him quiet. There's that one. I'm just going to pop that like so. So you can see why I left a gap in the back in there. Just pop that in there. And this is Advent Day 6. I'm just going to write it. It's the 6th of December 2022. Oh, I'll just squeeze that on. Just squeeze that on. So there you go. One little index card page. So that was our day 6 make. So far we've had our little ATC. There we go. And our index card book. What will be behind door number 6? Not sure, but do come back tomorrow to find out.